Good afternoon, adventurers. I'm out here on the edge of the goldfields just there, and this is the edge of the farming area, and this is rabbit-proof fence number 1. So this is the first rabbit-proof fence, I believe. What's that? Part of an old canopy. And I can't remember the date, but it's probably 100 years old, this fence. Or 100 years from when the first one was put in. And for anyone wondering, this is actually not used anymore as part of the number 1 fence, so you can actually drive down here, but I don't know how far I can get. But yeah, just an interesting point of interest. Looks like this might be the end. This way. So this is a little bit more like a mine track. Alright, let's see what's in here. Up in this road. There's some wheel trucks. There goes an old mine ruins. Hole in the ground. Let's have a look around here. Alrighty. So some of these old mines have all caved in. Some of them have been excavated more modern times. This one here, I think it's been excavated. You can see there's a shaft that's been cut out, and there's the original shaft. There's some old bits and pieces down there. Here's an old crusher or similar here. These mines originally are from like probably the turn of the last century, like the 1900s, 1920s time frame. Some of the old parts, and then you can see there's old mine shafts everywhere through here. You got to be a little bit careful actually. There's one there. That one's filled in, you'd be fine, you wouldn't disappear down that one, but some of them are quite deep. You definitely got to be careful running around off tracks on the motorbike. Where's my gloves? Glove fell down on the ground as they do. So this here is, I think, to the town site. So this is the original town site. Of Hollerton. Ma Johnson's boarding house was here. All that is left are those stairs there. This was the town, Main Street, Johnson's store. The school was down there a bit, but you can sort of see all the bits and pieces from a settlement. Here's the steps of the boarding house right there, and then a cement pad there. If you go walking through this bush, you'll see tins and all sorts of bits left over from civilization. You can see a tin down there, there's a bit of tin here, and through here there's all bits of junk, and there's actually a rock in the ground here which I think shows the site of the school. Go and take a look. 39 to 42 was when this school in this side here was running. It would have been pretty tough back in those days out here. Not a lot left now. Alright, it's a bit chilly out here actually. I think it's going to be 0 degrees tonight. Pretty cold. So this looks like it's coming up to the big leach heap, and then it's all been sort of rehabilitated and they've planted trees on it and stuff like that. And it looks like they've tried to stop people coming here maybe, or with the road. You can see they've ripped that to put trees in. And it looks like a, oh yeah, it looks like this might be a little bit active again. What have they done here? Yeah, so that there was a giant leach heap, and they pretty well have these big lakes at the bottom, and they fill it full of the cyanide and the stuff that leaches the gold out. They sprinkler it up on top and it leaches through the hill, and the hill's generally on sort of plastic or something, and it all leaches back into other ponds, and then they extract the gold out of it. A very simple way to extract gold, and that's what that was. That's now been no one's using it anymore. It's had bushes planted all over it. But this here is obviously where they sculpted all of the gravel to stick up on that hill to leach it. And let's see what's in this hole. Oh, that's quite a deep one. Let's go and have a closer look. Oh, not so good in the old bike here. That's not a bad size hole for a small operation. Alright, there's the bottom there. Alright, making my way back to the bike, which should be over this hill somewhere. You can see the emu prints. In a million years, someone's going to come back and find these, like dinosaur prints. And they're going to try and make up a story about what happened. And all it was a bunch of emus having a drink in a muddy puddle. So just a camp spot. Oh no, that's that other mine. Okay, let's have a look through here. Alright, so there's an old foundation. Okay, let's go and have a look through here. So it's pretty interesting what you find out here when you're just poking around, but looks like remnants of an old mine and all the bits and pieces around it. So let's take a look. This one hasn't been dug up by modern mining too much. So you can see here, here's some concrete there, concrete here, and then there's a foundation here. So, and another foundation up here. So this is quite elaborate, whatever was here originally. That's quite a big square of concrete under there. Oh, here's some pieces that are still intact. So don't know what that is, but this looks like it's designed to, the slope there, fill up and then maybe pour into here through that gap, like a bit of a treatment type setup. That looks like maybe to shovel, or there's another hole here, and then there's some tailings here, and then there's these big cracks. It's hard to know. That's sort of like split and moved that way. Maybe that was from blasting. Oh, here's a mine shaft here, look. Here's an original. Oh yeah, you see down there? That is definitely one you do not want to fall down. Although it's got a wooden ladder, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a wooden ladder down there. There is no way you'd be going down there to use that. And then there's this big crack. I don't know what this is caused by. This crack in the ground is really interesting. I haven't seen that before. There's more cracks through here. And they go down a fair way. You wouldn't want to get stuck down there either. There's a mallee in the bottom of this one, so this has been cracked for a long time. That is interesting. Oh, here's another mine shaft. You wouldn't want to be not watching where you were going. That is another nasty one. Oh yeah. You fall down there and you're not coming back out. Wouldn't mind putting the camera down the rope with the light and seeing how deep that goes. Oh, yep, you don't want to be not looking in front of your feet when you're walking around here. Alrighty. That was interesting. I'll just go down here, I think. I'll go down this road here and just see where this takes us for a bit. And then I'll start to head back to camp. I'm camping on a farm just near the edge of the goldfields. I wonder where this goes. I wonder if this heads us back anywhere of use. There's some old bits and pieces here. Oh, there's a ruin right there, look. An old house. Not much left of it. An old tip there, a whole heap of bottles and different things. Where does this take us? I reckon this might bring us out maybe in the back of that clearing near the old town site. There's another hole, not very deep. When we see something interesting, or tomorrow morning when I take off and head probably out closer to Moraine Rock and out the east of there, between sort of Moraine Rock, Gilbadgie and the Holland Track. Going to poke around in the bush out there and see what we can come up with, see if we can find anything interesting. All right, see you then. Alright, we're out in the morning and this is the very end of the east-west roads, so there's nothing except bush and the Holland Track that way, and going to head left and head down to some mining areas, and also got BMW with us. So we'll go out here and check out what's sitting around in the bush. Alright, now we're heading directly east till we come to another road out here in the bush. So here's the first wet bit. Yeah, bit of water around on this road. So far so good. Not many people use this road. And now on the east side of the fence. Just turn around, just saw an opening here with some trucks in it. Just have a look. There's the leach heap where they leach the gold from. I'll get off and have a stretch. Just going to go over and have a look at this leach heap and show you how they collect the water and the cyanide that goes through. Yesterday I showed you one, if it gets to the video, and explained it but didn't really show it, so here we'll show it. So this is a sand pad they put down. On top of the sand pad they put the plastic, so under this giant pile of dirt is plastic end to end, and then also under there is this perforated tube. And they pump up to the top with sprinklers of cyanide, and it leaches through and leaches the gold out. It's collected on the plastic, and then it goes into the drainage and into pits where they collect it all and then process the gold out of it. So that's how they do a leach heap. Very simple way to leach gold out. It just looks like road gravel. Well, we're on the very edge of the goldfields, and we're going to continue to head sort of north, and then just see what we find. Alright, now we just got to find a way out of here. Go down the end of this bit here and see if we can get to the road. So the road is just through there. This one here should take us out. The road's not far away, so this should take us to the road. Actually, no. What's this? Ah, this is a haul road. Left here. Alright, down here until we find something interesting. So I just missed the tank. There it is there. This is an old tank. Take a quick look. So here it is. This is the old tank and standpipe. And they would have harvested water from the roof, and then I'm guessing maybe from a creek to fill this up. See if we can see in it. Oh, you can see in it there, look. There it is. Yeah, little ducts to guide the water everywhere. And you can see in it there, this is how I used to get water back in the day. Which is all pretty dilapidated now. But for the age, still holding up pretty good. Alright, let's see if we can go and find the mud brick house in here. Alrighty, let's see if we can find the entry to this. Yep, there's the old house over there. So go and see if we can have a look. An old digger over there. Some motorbike trucks in here. And here's the old hut. So here she is, the old mud hut. I'm going to take a look inside. It's the old heater. It's like a bedroom. Old meadows. It's in pretty good nick considering. This is out the back. Mud and tin. It's a bedroom and then back into the kitchen. And this must have been some sort of pantry. This is the remnants of a mine. So there's all in a hopper and some sort of crusher thing. Looks like here is, this is the hole by the looks. Yep. This is the hole. You could probably get down in there. Looks like people have got down in there. I think there's some more bits and pieces in the bush that way. We're going to have to try and go and find them. Look on the GPS, but go and have a poke around through there. I think there might be some more sheds and a couple more huts abandoned through there. Okay, we're going to go and see if we can find something else. I reckon that's some other motorbike tracks right there. I reckon it's back in there we need to go. There's a road there. Which should bring us to another lot of old buildings. I reckon we have to head in about this direction for a while. I've come across a camp in here, so I'm going to get out and just take a look. Looks like an old abandoned camp, somewhat abandoned. Let's go and take a look. Doesn't look like anyone's been here for a while. It's an old 40 some series cruiser. She's an old girl. Whole heap of rubbish. An old camper trailer. Sea container. Oh, looks like something's been burnt down here. The old hut that was here has been burnt. Looks like the old Thunderbox is the only thing that survived the fire. Big underhang there. Looks like part of the hole. So we'll go and have a look up here. What's in here? This must be for water. Let's go take a look. Oh yeah, just a water tank. And that's the shaft. Goes straight down there. Oh, is that a well? That might be a well actually. Is that a well, or can I see light down the bottom there? I think I can either see a reflection or light. I'll drop a rock, and there's a old winch that would have winched, I'm guessing if it's a well, a bucket up and down. Considering there's a tank on the top, I'm guessing it was a well. I'll drop a rock down and see if that's a reflection or not. No, that's not a reflection. So that shaft joins up down under here, because I could see that was caved in actually over here. So that's what that's all about. And I'll go and take a look over here. There's a whole bunch of gear here. So this is the place that I was looking for when I saw it on. I sort of saw this on Google Earth, and this was the place. It's all abandoned. I didn't know if it was abandoned or not, but it definitely is. Some more bits and pieces over there, and there's a shed just in front of me. Old Kero fridges. What do we got? Some lime, probably some sort of safe, something, old toolbox, whole heap of shearing combs in here, they're all knackered. The old Kero fridge with the ice box that never really worked. There's an old red motor, looks like it was set up to be some sort of gen set. Fancy that chrome rocker cover gives it another 10 horsepower. Don't know what these ones are. Oh, International Harvester Case IH old case engines. So this thing here is a centrifugal gold extractor. So this would spin the gold out. And that's some sort of sifter. Have to have a look at, looks like, yeah, a bit of a sink, a bit of an oven, and an old camper. This old cruiser looks like she's a little bit of rust for being out here. A lot of them don't have rust when they're out here. It's got a little bit in the normal places. That door doesn't open. Is this door open? Oh yeah. She's in pretty good nick for an old girl. Roof lining's coming down. Alright, I went my way through there, and I'll catch up with Podge and on the beamer, and then we'll head through to the next spot we can find. Alright. Okay, let's see what else we can find. So here's another spot. Look at this one. So there's another old camp. Some of the shed's roof's missing. It's a bloody good jerry can there.
So they might have been doing
Experiments, yeah.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was.
Testing the acidity of things. Yep. Yeah, there's some chemicals here in this bottle. It's a whole bunch of mining gear there. And there's a bit of a workshop, and then just junk lying around everywhere as per normal. Caravans down there. This is another little leach heap on plastic, and you can see it leaches from there through all this, runs down this plastic and then into these ponds. And these ponds is where they collect it and then extract it. Extract the gold. You can see out there the perforated tube for the drainage. So this is an old bulker bag. This is the carbon that they use for extracting the gold. Alrighty, well, we'll get back on the road, I think. Alrighty, head off to the next spot. Yeah. Alright, where are we? Oh, we should be not far from the road. Road in here that something's pulling on my helmet. What level is this? See where this truck takes us. A bit of a breakaway. So we've hit a T road that goes that way, no one's been on it, and it goes that way, and we came from there, so we're going to head down here and have a look. Up there there's a tower on a hill. We'll see, maybe this goes to there. Or maybe we'll hit another driller's line that can get us in the right direction. No one's come down here for a fair while. Still just heading down this track. Haven't come across anything. We're sort of heading parallel to another road. Just seeing where this goes. There is a tower, as I said, up there somewhere. I don't know if it'll hit that. But, oh, there's another track that heads to the left there. Yeah, big tree trunk up here. There's a bit fallen over here. Ooh. Around this mallee. It's sandy. So come across this, just going to keep my helmet on, but these trees are tagged and there's a little collection bottle here, and my guess is that they're collecting the seeds. Enviro MPL dust deposit gauge. So maybe it's either the seeds or they're testing for mine dust deposits, possibly. Not too sure. Client Iron Resources Coolyannobbing mine site. So they must be collecting to see how much dust they're making. But all these trees, I thought they might have been collecting seeds, as these trees are all tagged. Interesting. Things you come across. Alright, we've stumbled across Orica. An Orica outfit. I wonder if this means it's a main road back to somewhere. No entry. So it looks like where they have their chemicals. This would be explosives in those bulker bags. I reckon that's what that would be. Alright, we'll see where this road takes us. Alright, we've come up to a active mine site, so this looks like a haul road now, so we'll have to go back, see if we can backtrack. You don't want to be here for a couple of reasons. One is you might get run over by a truck, and you don't know if they're blasting and all that sort of thing. But I haven't seen any signs saying it can't be here, but we did come out of the bush. Well, we'll try this track. See if this one, we're not far from the road. We'll see if this one cuts through. Might get a bit sketchy. Oh shit. Big hole in the way. So we've got a mine through here, and we've got a big breakaway here, so this is the end of this track. We're going to have to track back and try and get around this mine. The road isn't that far away. You can see the dust the other side is where we need to get to, but this mine's in the way, so just have to find a scratchy track heading that direction. We have found this sort of a track. We've come back through over there, which is a bit gnarly through this rock, but we'll see if this gets us to the road that we're trying to get to. Can do. Okay, so this is the track here, so we're still sort of heading in the right direction, but who knows. This is the longest way to the road, by the way. Oh, I think over here somewhere. Yeah, there's no track anymore. Yeah, if we can head a little left, which that gets a little bit, so there's a ridge there. if we can go basically that direction, up around that ridge. I haven't noticed anything yet. We can find a left off of here somewhere that's pretty good. So we're sort of cornered. Eventually we'll run into a road. Alright, we'll keep going down this dodgy track and see if we can hit a oh, oh shit, it's getting dodgier. Coming through the bush here, we found these car tracks in this big ditch, which hopefully means there's an easier way out. Through here somewhere. There's a little road that juts out, but it's over there to the left. Well, yeah, I reckon we'll try left. Oh, maybe that's it. Yeah, that would be the end of this little one jutting out on my GPS. This track will be the start of this one here on my GPS, if you can see that on the camera. So this will be it. Got there at last. Jesus, some old mining bits and pieces around here. Whole heap of drill holes. Old mining ruin. Alright, so this is a good track out, I think. Here we are, back on the road. Been heading south for about an hour, just commuting back, and nearly back at where I'm camped out. So yeah, I hope I've got enough to put together a good video, and if you're watching this, I probably did, and I'll catch you on the next one. So 3K's down here and to the left.